Hello and welcome to David Photography, and in today's episode we have been going around shops in Scotland. Let's see what we find. And then for Irvine there is only Game on the High Street, and then we move on to B&M, which has a very small collection and XS stock. Now, in this shop, I got 3. I've made a quick note on everything that I've got when I've been here in Scotland, and we'll have a quick look at what we got. I have a Game of Thrones, about 42. As I say, I paid £5 for it. It has a value of 9. Next we have King Tut from the original Batman. Which is 187. King Tut, once again, £5, worth 7. And finally, I got Batgirl 186, once again from the original Batman, the 1966 version. So those were the 3 that I got, and this one, once again, £5, well, £4.99, but I just say £5, no point arguing. Value £8. So £15 in value that I paid, and we have 9, 8 and 7. So as you see, we got into a good positive number, which is £24. So there's a good start, and that is XS stock, which is in Irvine near Sainsbury's, and they have a full range, and each one is separated so they're in proper lines of what they've got, rather than just all thrown on the shelves. So that was the 3 that I got from there. Back with the next lot later. Now Braehead had a number of stores that you could look at. They had, of course, A1 Toys, which were all over £10 in price, so I didn't get any of them. They of course had an HMV, and well, I got these 2 in HMV. Why? Well, you'll find out in a sec. So this one is £327. Of course, don't forget, I'm not specifically looking for any particular ones, and all we are running on is looking for decent value. This was actually priced at £2.99. Its book price is £5. Next we have 437. Now this was $3.99 and it is valued at $3, but as I said, this is the cheapest I can get this for, so the $3 is a bit redundant because I don't know anywhere where I could get this for $3. So, but the thing comes is that although this was $3.99 and this was $2.99, I got both of them for the $3.99. It was buy one, get one free. So therefore, the value I paid for these is really £2 each. And that goes well under its value of what book price is, which would be $8. I paid $4. So I doubled the amount. Lastly, we went round and there was a Mankind. And I got this one. Which is $2.75. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. It was, once again, it was $4.97, but it was the only and cheapest one that Mankind had. They were reducing most of their others down to $9.99, but this was the only one that I could get at the lower price. This one, as I said, is $4.97, £5. Valued at $8. So that was the 3 that I got at Bray Head. And we'll get rid of these ones. Right. As we see, we are now in Glasgow. And what did I get in Glasgow? I wasn't going for big, massive numbers anyway, but I still got a couple. So, where shall we start? HMV again. Remember, we went into HMV and got 2 pops because it was buy one, get one free. So, we went back in, the buy one, get one free was still running. So, I got these 2. Dobby and Jim with Norm. Now, Jim is actually the higher price one, because actually these were supposed to be £7 each. As I said, they were half buy one get one free, so that's $3.50. I am not going to assign price to just saying, well, that one's nothing and that one's $3. There's no point to that. You take the total cost of what you spend and that's the price. So I paid $7, well, $6.99, but 7 divided by 2 is $3.50. So let's have a look. Jim is in £12 and Toby with Gnome is £9. So I spent 7 and it totals 21. Now, that seems to be a good deal, doesn't it? So, let's see if we can do any better. From there, I went into Forbidden Planet. Once again, it's on the main high street. I didn't go down many back alleys or away from a certain area, sticking to the town centre, so there could have been other shops, but I didn't go looking for them. And I went into Forbidden Planet. A little more disappointing on the value of what these came to, but once again they are the cheapest that I can find these for. Now we have this one, Ready Player One, 501, and I paid £4.99, £5. This one says it has a value of 4, but this is the first time I have seen this one, and I haven't seen it in any other shop. And as you take it, it is very, very hard to find anything under 5. And the second one I got was this one. Three, two, one. 321 television show. Yeah, right. And this one was the same price, and it says it's worth 3, which once again, it's very hard to find anything that will come in at that price. Not that I haven't, but these just aren't that price. So we have those two from Forbidden Planet. The thing about Forbidden Planet is that there is 2 parts of Forbidden Planet. There is Forbidden Planet and there is Forbidden Planet International. They are all different stores and run by different organisations. So if you're on the list of one, you aren't on the list of the other. Now we go to the expensive end, and we have quite a high priced pop now. Why? Because it is a movie one which right now is currently in movie theatres, but by the time you see this video it probably won't be anyway. But it is a big movie, and this is the main character. And not only that, but there is something about this box. As you can see, we have gone to Marvel, and we have got to Captain Marvel themselves. And as you see, this is the chase version. Now, why did I spend so much on this against the others? This actually was £11, and yeah, that is well over my budget. But I picked this up in quite an expensive store, the Disney store, and I actually found out some information about the Disney store, and I'll just leave that there. The Disney store has different versions of itself. They're all run by the same company, but they're not quite exactly the same. They don't get pops in the same manner. They mightn't get the same ones. They may get a different number. Each store might have a different volume of pops in them. In Glasgow's one, they had 3 or 4 times the number of pops of what's in my Metro Centre one, and they were more known pops, which means this that I recognise the characters that they had, and they had a few more Marvel and ones which weren't technically Disney character ones, but more Tony Stark and that type of stuff. They had them ones in, which was not what there was in the Gateshead one. So I cannot say that the Disney store where you are will have 10 different ones or might have 30 different ones. They seem to be all different. They just get a box load in and they just put them on the shelf. There is no logic or idea of what is going to turn up for them to put on the shelf. Now, there was one other chase on the shelf, so somebody else is going to be just as lucky as I was, but this was visible on the shelf. They just put them out, and they don't increase the price over what their normal price is. So as I said, this was 11. Most of their other pops, even for non-chases, were £14.99, so 15 quid. So that's weird. You know, there's some companies that will double the price, and I did see in Glasgow a number of the shops that when they went to a chase version or any stickered version whatsoever, the prices increased. And in one case, one of the prices was something like £23 for a one, and that's a big jump. So how much is my £11 Captain Marvel worth? It took a bit looking up, because I tried looking it up on the day when I was getting it and it had no data about it. I came back and I just looked it up before I did this video, and we have some data. This has a value right now of £30. So if I'd got one, I could have got two and sold one, and I would have got almost 3 times the amount of money that I paid for it. So there you go, £30, and I paid 11. So that was my collection of pops that I picked up from Scotland. This time I've come up. It doesn't say I will get any more when I come up again. Then comes is that Forbidden Planet had on display a mystery box of 6 pops for £25. Now that makes them just over £4 each, but they said, I asked the man and he said that there may possibly be some box damage on some of them, but there's nothing wrong with the pops. But then again, I much want that, but it doesn't say that. Maybe next time I come up I won't go and get a box. They had about 6 or 7 pre-boxed up and all of that lot, so we'll see. But right now, that is what we collected in Scotland, and we'll get back and see what we can do and what our next lot are going to look like. So until the next time, bye for now.